Hey, welcome back to Cedar Porch Homestead. I'm JR, and we are here on our brand new 77-acre farm that we will be converting to a regenerative farm, doing rotationally, mob grazing, and all the good stuff to replenish the soils that are very depleted here on this farm. We'll get into that here in a little bit. We've got Miss Ginger here. We are going to be using her and these guys here, our goats, to clean up this area right here behind me. This is going to be the future site of our community garden here on this homestead because we plan on making this into a family compound. Now, this is going to take years to get there. We are so excited, and just to be able to talk about what we're going to be building here, man, it's overwhelming. We're so blessed that this is something that has happened in our lifetime. We're able to provide this for our daughters, and my parents are going to be out here at some point. It's going to be amazing. Anyways, we have got to get to work, so I'm going to take you along with our morning chores right now. We don't have a whole lot just as of right now, but I mean, we're going to start this regenerative process right now, so let's get to it. All right, with my help on the morning chores, and I say help, she actually handles all these morning chores, is my right-hand man, Miss Ash right here. So what we're going to do, we're going to catch these goats, and we only have 2 goats, and that's all we want right now. They do a really good job of just kind of clearing some of these broadleaf plants here. Now, we use a leash that has 2 carabiners, and we let them kind of pull each other. We have found for our goats that has been super easy because they kind of just chase each other and they kind of know what the other one's doing, and it makes it really easy to move those guys doing that way rather than either double leashes or however else you would want to do it. But we're going to change their little paddock here because they've been here for about 5 days, and we're going to move them over here to get a little bit more selection of forage. But we're also going to move Miss Piggy, Miss Ginger, in with them so she has a little bit of company, and we're trying to create a competition too, to see if they kind of go after the forages a little harder, being that there's a multi-speciation like competition there. I don't know if that's going to work or not, but we're going to get to it. Hi, darling. Oh, she's a good girl. She is hungry, which is perfect because that's the right way of moving these coonies is with food. Hey, Phil. All right, so we got Miss Ginger eating just a little bit of grain to get her moved over here. We got our goats that are absolutely going nuts already for some of those broadleaf plants. So everything seems to be working pretty good. Let's get the electric fence energized so that we don't have any escapees. Now everybody's happy in their new home. Okay, so we are here on the main body of the property. We have this large pasture behind us that we are moving our chickens here in their hoop house along the ground every day. Now, this is one way we have found that is amazing to regenerate the soil because they're concentrating all that manure every day right where they're at, and then we move them up to the next day. So they're doing 2 things. One, they are getting at least like 20-30% of their diet from the forages here. Maybe not so much here because our forages are pretty depleted. We don't have a lot of good pasture grass here, which I'm learning that this is a whole new area from what we were used to. Where our farm was before, we had that black gumbo. We had that river bottom clay, and I knew how to work with that stuff. Like, it's a pain, but I knew how to work with it. here on our new farm, the soil profile is totally different. It's like a sandy loam, which everybody's like, oh man, that's supposed to be really good. But I haven't ever dealt with sandy loam soil, and it's mostly sand, and it's an old timber company that had this, so it was all planted in pine for years and years and years. So we're starting from scratch. So if you have any suggestions or any advice on what we can do to regenerate this soil, I am learning through this process too of how to replenish the soil. But I know the first thing we're going to need is lots of chicken manure, because there's nothing like the fertilizer that's left behind from these guys to do wonders for your soil. Now I'll show you where these guys have been right here behind me, and as you can see, boy, they do a wonderful job. This is what was on the side, and this is what they leave behind. So they decimate the forage that is here, which I'm thinking is pretty good, because that looks like a whole lot of broadleaf stuff. Like, goats love it, chickens seem to like it, but our whole purpose on this place is we're bringing cows at some point, but I want to get some good pasture grasses established. I want to get a foothold before we start bringing any ruminants out here. So we're going to start doing that with chickens. Now we're going to move these guys up to some fresh grass, and well, you'll see how they go nuts for this fresh grass. This is all temporary while we just moved. Obviously, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of more repairs on this thing. No, come on, give me a little bit. Ow! Okay, so fortunately, the only thing that's hurt on me right now is my pride, but I launched myself, and that's what you get when you try to hurry up and you do a little temporary knot, and you're not really paying attention what you should do because you're in a hurry. And yeah, so that was fun, and now everybody in my family has had a good laugh at me. So let me show you what these guys are doing now that we've moved them to fresh grass. All right, so over here next to the shop, we're not regenerating nothing. We have got these guys over here because we've got to do some repairs to their little coop. In transit, well, actually before transit, we ended up getting a flat tire on the Eggmobile. So I've got a spare, we're gonna have to put that on. The problem with this transition of moving right now is I don't have everything I need here to fix that. So actually, my old man's coming up today and he's bringing me a socket for that. I've got the impact driver, so we're going to switch that tire out. I've got the back all jacked up. We're ready to go. I just need that socket, and then we can get these guys tomorrow morning moved to the main body and pasture over there so that we can start regenerating that pasture and putting some nitrogen with these guys, along with creating some super nutritious eggs, because the most nutritious eggs that you can ever have are pastured eggs that are holistically managed and regeneratively done with rotational grazing and all the other stuff that you say with that. We're soil farmers. We are regenerating the soil. We're taking dirt to soil, which is dead to live, biodiverse, ecologically sound. I love the stuff. I'm not going to get nerd out on it yet, but we're using it with chickens. But unfortunately, here on the side yard right here next to the shop, we're not regenerating anything. We just got to get those repairs done today so that tomorrow morning we can move those guys to pasture. Now, as far as chores go here on the new place, it's really, really simple because we're on property, which is phenomenal. Now, if leasing property like what we were doing is your option, do it, man. It has been absolutely amazing that we had that opportunity. Our friends were amazing for letting us start to establish that 52-acre farm, and it really allowed us to get things up and ramped up and going. Now, again, Joel Salatin talks about this all the time, about the mobile infrastructure, about the poultry netting, about the electrified nettings, about the cross fencing, and just using mobile infrastructure, egg mobiles, the hoop houses, things that you can just pick up and move. And it has made this transition over here way easier than it could have been, because within a week we're up, we're running, and we've got things here on pasture that are already regenerating our soil, and we're not starting from ground zero here. We were able to bring everything out in just a few days, and we're up and going, and we've got fresh eggs, we've got our pig that's doing some work, our goats that are clearing some property for us, and we are just enjoying this new acreage and this new farm that we're building up from scratch here. Man, just to say that out loud, again, I just feel so blessed that we're in this situation. I encourage you guys to start wherever you are. We started on a 7-acre farm. We downsized to a half-acre lot. We leased 52 acres, and now we are building a 77-acre farm. And I'm here. Like, this is our forever home now. Unless God changes that pathway, this is our forever home. This is where my parents will come, my children will stay, my grandbabies will be out here one day. Not now, not like future, like way down. We're not in a hurry for that, but this is awesome. And we get to do this all together with my daughter as my right-hand man, and off we go. So if you like our content, make sure you're subscribed, give us a thumbs up, hit that notification bell so you're notified when we come out with our new videos of building this ranch up, and leave a comment or a question below. We love interacting with you guys. As always, thank you so much. We'll see you next time.